Welcome to the first review of the Halloween season. This is the amazing Colossal Man. Now, nobody in their right mind would want to watch this film. This film is really bad, but the reason I want to watch it is because of nostalgia. You see, at the Hollywood studios at Disney, there's this sit-down restaurant where you go inside cars inside of a building, and they just play stock footage trailers. It's pretty cool, and for some reason, the trailer that I vividly remember all them playing over and over again was for this movie. Some bald guy wearing a diaper is like, I don't want to grow anymore!
I don't want to grow anymore!
And for some reason, this scene where he throws a needle was scary. It's not. It's stupid. It's even more stupid than the actual film. So I've always had this bizarre film in the back of my head, and I just remembered it. It's like, you know what? This is going to be the first one I watch for my Halloween marathon. Especially since, it's free on YouTube, which is always a good thing. This film it's charming in a weird way. However, it is really badly paced and kind of boring. This film was written, produced, and directed by one guy called Burt I. Gordon, who does a bunch of crappy B-movies in the 1950s. But these films have a unique charm to them. We barely even see the growing bald man in his diaper that much in the film. He's like on the screen for like 20 minutes of the hour and 20-minute long runtime. And most of the film is just characters talking about him. Like, wow, what are we going to do about this guy? The plot is really simple and kind of stupid. There's like a random airplane randomly here, but then it never shows up again. Like, they didn't even find it. What was the point of having this airplane here? So either A, they're hallucinating this airplane, or B, this idiot crash landed on this test site and then just dies. And then the dude's like, oh, I'm getting blasted by plutonium rays! And it's affected his skin. He's probably gonna die because of this. But amazingly, his skin grows back to normal, and it's great. But then it turns out that he's growing. Oh my god, he's growing so big! There's even a map of the Korea Peninsula just to showcase. Okay, so the top is the bad guys. You know that's bad because there's the Soviet Union logo there. So they're communists. I mean, like, who is watching this movie and just doesn't know that North Korea were the bad guys? I mean, come on, film. You have to put a little... I mean, that's so stupid. And I think he has PTSD about the Korean War, but it's kind of not really that much discussed. So this random 2-minute flashback showcases that he was in Korea, and I guess he might have PTSD, but it's never really discussed throughout the rest of the film. We're just supposed to assume this guy's just crazy, or he has PTSD. There is no in between. Discovering that he's now a giant bald baby makes him cry. Meanwhile, for most of the movie, characters discuss about how big he is. They're like, this guy is big. Yeah, can I see him? No, he's too big to be seen. He might go crazy. Why would he go crazy? Well, he's crazy. That's it! And then he'll give a speech like, I'm a monster now. I'm evil. I don't belong in this world.
Before I became a monster? You see, I don't mind a bit.
You shouldn't.
Don't want to grow anymore. I don't want to grow anymore!
So the Colossal Man is the highlight of the film. The actor he's not a bad actor, but sometimes you'll get like, oh, that's a really well done line. He's doing something with his film, but at the same time, he overacts like every half the time. So half the time he's doing a pretty interesting job, the other half he's overacting to hell.
I don't want to grow anymore!
They put him in a tent because, a tent. It looks really wide, but not really tall, so I don't know what they were doing with this stupid fucking tent. And even though there's like a little thing where a driver comes in to deliver food, this is the only food he gets. It's like a giant turkey, I guess. Like, geez Louise, that's not gonna fucking cure his appetite. It's like, come on, people. Well, imagine if you were a giant man who's constantly growing. He needs a big appetite here, and all he gets is a little turkey, and he has to take it off one little piece at a time, which is really sad. Like, imagine being this man right here. Of course you go, man. And then for some reason, the Colossal Man's like, I'm gonna do a supervillain monologue for no reason. He just tries to scare the little guy here. Obviously, it doesn't really work very well because they're not even in the same shot, technically speaking. So the little guy there can't even react to the Colossal Man in his diaper.
Sir, may I leave?
Why? You want to go back to your quarters and tell your friends about the monster? About the circus freak?
This scene could have worked if we get more focus on his character, but there's like 5 scenes of this guy in the entire movie. And I'm not joking, the rest of the movie is just, well, you see this model, he is growing. Like, yeah, well, you got the explanation the first time you say it. Why does this movie need to explain 10 times how he's growing? But all that little detail, like this time, oh, his heart's not growing as much. You see, the heart is like this, you see? Like, hey, shut the fuck up already. Do we need this explanation all the time? I want to know about this guy's psyche. Why does he go around at the end of the movie and try to attack Las Vegas? Why do you know about his fucking heart? The heart doesn't affect his emotions, it just affects his fucking breathing. So the whole time the Colossal Man's like he's gonna die. I mean, obviously he's gonna die from too much growing, but also because his heart is shrinking at the same, not the same size as his body's growing. So he's gonna die of a heart attack at the end of the movie, right? Spoiler: he doesn't. There's incredibly long scenes in this movie of just the Colossal Man's like fiance coming trying to see him in the army base. Like, where is he? Well, he's here. Well, can I see him? Well, let me go check. Well, maybe you can see him. Are you sure? Yeah, I think I'm sure. Are you really sure? Yeah, go on now. I'll open the gate for you. Why is this in the movie? So off screen, the Colossal Man leaves the base and they've got to find him. I'm not joking. They lost a giant man in the middle of the Nevada desert, basically. I am not joking. How do you miss a giant fucking man wearing a diaper? This film really makes the military look incompetent. I mean, come on. They can't even find a Colossal Man. The reason why they don't show any of the Colossal Man wandering around is because they'd rather showcase, like, where could he possibly be? You see, he's eating cattle. So let's train you guys to find a Colossal Man. Like, how hard is it to find a giant 50-foot man? Come on! Here's a military strategy, because we're going to kill this guy now. But didn't you just make a cure just in the previous scene, but now they're like they're going to kill him? Like, what the fuck? They never talk about how dangerous he could possibly be, really. They talk about, well, we need to cure him because he might die. They never talks about how much damage he could cause, so this is kind of bullshit. The whole explanation has nothing to do with the fact they're going to kill him now. Also off screen, they make pygmy elephants and pygmy camels. Isn't that cute? Look at that. They could probably sell a lot of those elephants like that. You know, there's a whole South Park episode in the early seasons about making baby elephants that are dog size, you know, but whatever. So randomly, they made this genius invention that actually shrinks stuff down, and you think, okay, they're going to cure the Colossal Man, but no, that doesn't happen either. After all this build-up, even in the trailer showcase all these Las Vegas scenes, we finally get to see the Colossal Man attack Las Vegas, I guess. The last 10 minutes of the fucking hour and 20-minute film, he doesn't even attack it, he just looks at the giant stuff like, wow, this guy here is as big as me. This is the most entertaining part of the film, but it's really stupid, because he barely does anything. He just looks around, people get scared, like, wow, there's a giant bald man wearing a diaper, I'm so fucking scared. Actually, he does do something really creepy. He looks in at a girl, like, washing her leg, and he's like, wow, I want to look at her for some reason. You're fucking engaged, you jackass. Stop being a peeping Tom. So I don't know what he's doing here. He never really talks. He just picks up a crown and is like, well, can I wear this? And they're like, hey, that's public property. And that's it. The joke is he finds giant stuff. He's like, wow, that's big like me. I want to take that. So when he's just casually strolling along, not really doing anything, they're like, hey, this is the perfect time to shoot this guy now. We didn't do it before, but now we're just going to shoot him randomly. And he gets so angry that he picks up a tree and throws it. Man, that's tough. Look at that tree. That's totally real. That was a real tree, by the way. That wasn't plastic or anything like that. Okay, he does, like, destroy a movie theater because he gets mad because the tree didn't kill anybody. It's very scary. Then the radio guy's like, hey, let me take a look at him. Oh my god, can you see this? I don't think they can see it. It's on a radio show, you dumbass. This guy's like, wow, look at this giant man who barely comes on the screen when I'm saying he's there. Like, he's ginormous. You're on a radio show. They can't see him. So even though the Colossal Man's supposed to be on a rampage, he just kind of casually strolls around Las Vegas like, yeah, I'm here. And then he's at the Hoover Dam randomly. See, the reason why he goes to the Hoover Dam is, at this time, Las Vegas didn't have as many iconic statues and buildings as it does nowadays. So back in the day, the most famous thing was the Hoover Dam. Also gotta love when they shoot at him, but you don't see any damage to him. His skin is still perfectly shiny. Like, where's the bullet holes? Where are they? Where are they? Then the helicopter comes at him, and he tries to grab it, I guess, but not really. He's, like, kind of confused, and then you get this awful shot, like, it looks like shit. And then he, like, tries to grab out for them, and they all flinch, like, oh my god, it's really there. It totally looks like it's really there, right? It's totally not just a real view projection. Now here's the classic needle scene. They're like, okay, let's inject this guy with in his bones. Let's get him. When I first saw this as the trailer, I thought this would be like before he attacks the city. But no, this happens after. You know, this would be a better inciting incident for him attacking the city more than so afterwards. But whatever. So they inject him, and you think this make him shrink or something. They talk about the serum the whole fucking movie, and it does nothing. He just picks it up and then throws it down. It's like, we're gonna heal you. He's like, fuck you, dudes. I don't want to be cured. I want to be giant. I guess he doesn't say anything. He just like gets mad, like. I cannot believe this scared me, seeing that, but in the actual movie, it's a lot slower than it is in the trailer. So seeing the needle go slowly into the guy's side and not even touch him and then just die is so funny that when I actually saw it, it's one of the scenes I cracked up laughing at. There's another one coming up very soon that you're also probably going to laugh at, so keep that in mind. Just don't make sure you went to the bathroom because you might pee yourself if you haven't. So you can guess what the Colossal Man does next. Yeah, he does exactly what you think he does. He goes and grabs his fiancée in his hand. How fucking cliche can you possibly get? You gotta love this shot, how awkward the hand is compared to the head. It looks so fucking bad. This shot right here looks fucking awful. Has anyone ever held their hand like that? Like that arm? Like, his shoulder doesn't even look like it would stretch out that far. Was he have to become elastic all of a sudden? Like, or is that another giant's hand? Like, what the fuck's going on in this shot? Anyway, like, we'll fire, and then he falls, and you gotta see this. All they did here was just use an already made picture of the guy and then put it over like footage of the dam, I guess, and he's falling, right? He's even see-through. Like, what the hell happened to this guy? This is such a terrible image, and add him in with this like half-ass scream. Oh! Let's listen to that again. Oh, and that's the end, by the way. The Amazing Colossal Man from 1957 is a bad film, but bad in the best way possible. So you can watch this on YouTube for free, and it's not really not long at all, only an hour 20 minutes, meaning that you just press the fast forward button through all the boring science talk about the same thing over and over again, and get to the Colossal Man goodness. You gotta love the Colossal Man, and you gotta love the film. Just kidding, I gave it a 4. But it was entertaining. I'll see you next time, because I learned that there's a sequel to this movie! The Colossal Man comes back! And I'll see you tomorrow for that movie. Bye.